Hello everyone, it's that time of the year again. It's time for the top fall designer 2016. Now, just before I get into the list, this is a little caveat, just quick caveat if you will. These are my favorite fragrances for the fall, meaning just around late September all the way until about late November. These are my top 10 fragrances in my rotation for the fall season. Hope everyone had a great Labor Day, a fantastic summer. And as we get into the fall, I'm happy to share my top fall fragrances with you, designer edition. Now, again, the caveat here, these are my picks, no one else's. This is my taste, my personal taste. These fragrances perform great on my skin. The people around me tend to really like these fragrances on me, and I get a lot of compliments with them. Hence the fact that these are my top 10 in my rotation. Enough blabber, let's get into the list. At number 10, this beautiful fragrance from the house of Salvatore Ferragamo. This is Salvatore Ferragamo Homme F Black. Now this fragrance here, the nose behind it's Olivier Poge. It's in the same vein of La Nuit de l'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. It's a great compliment garner. Ladies do love this fragrance. If you wear this, you will get complimented for sure. Enough said. Number 10, Ferragamo F Black. At number 9, Perry Ellis Oud Black Vanilla Absolute. This fragrance has grown on me so much since I did my first impressions video back in the spring. Now this year, I was waiting for the cooler weather to hit so I could try this fragrance on my skin. This is a beautiful fragrance that reminds me, it's in the same vein, same genre as Guerlain's Spiritueuse Double Vanille. If you like that fragrance, you'll certainly love this fragrance for a fraction of the price. Performance is actually pretty good, it's above average, and you'll definitely get a lot of compliments. It's very sensual, and again, if you like Spiritueuse Double Vanille, Spiritueuse Double Vanille by Guerlain, you will love this fragrance at number 9. At number 8, this fragrance here to me was one of the best releases, and I'm talking about English Laundry's Windsor Pour Homme. This fragrance here is modern meets classic, traditional. It's like a fougere type fragrance meets a gourmand. What I get out of this fragrance, it's like an Azara Pour Homme meets Wajan by the House of Parfums de Marly. It's that good. Performs really well, and it's a cheapie, another fragrance that you can have for a really good price. You don't have to pay $95 retail for this, and it smells fantastic. So if you haven't tried Windsor Pour Homme by English Laundry, that's another one that when I'm dressed up, this here is a lady killer. Try it out. At number 7, this amazing fragrance from the house of J. Crew with collaboration with Arquiste. This fragrance here is 57, and what this is, it's a boozy elixir. This thing here is seduction in a bottle. It's honey, it's vanilla. It's such an amazing opulent scent, just luxuriousness in a bottle. Unfortunately discontinued. If it wasn't discontinued, this would have been much higher in the list. At number 7 from the house of J. Crew in collaboration with Arquiste. At number 6, a fragrance that I could not do fall without. This fragrance here is from 1999 from Jack Polge. I'm talking about Chanel's Allure Homme. This fragrance here hits you from all different angles. It's an aromatic, oriental kind of fragrance. Beautiful fragrance. It's sweet, it's woodsy, it's sensual. This is a fragrance that I believe every gentleman should have in their collection in the fall season. Now we're getting to the top 5. These are the heavy gunners, the ones that I'm going to really be reaching out and rocking this fall season. This year's Dolce & Gabbana Pour Homme The One EDP, Eau de Parfum. My problems were solved. The EDT situations, 5 hour, 5 to 6 hours. This year I get about 8 hour, so it's a day's work. I love to wear this dressed up for work. This is very sensual. Again, a lot of compliments from the opposite sex. Great fragrance, Dolce & Gabbana The One EDP. Definitely a staple in my collection, and one that I cannot do fall without. At number 5, Dolce & Gabbana The One EDP. At number 4, from the house of Tom Ford. If you follow my channel, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is Tom Ford Noir Extreme. This here is a fragrance that ladies go gaga on. This is a gourmandish, dessert-like, fragrance. Great for the cooler days, dressier, situations, going out. Definitely a great fragrance, a phenomenal compliment garner. Definitely my favorite from the Noir line. Tom Ford Noir Extreme at number 4. These are the top 3, gentlemen. These are my favorite fall fragrances of 2016. At number 3, this has been one of the staple fragrances in the past 5+ years in my collection, and this is none other than Yves Saint Laurent's La Nuit de l'Homme. And for you crazy batch code people out there, this is actually a 2011 batch. It's a little darker, a little bit longer lasting than what's out there today, but nevertheless, what's out there, it's still great smelling. It will get you complimented, it'll get you noticed. A beautiful fragrance. La Nuit de l'Homme needs no introduction. You guys know all about it. Definitely a staple, and number 3 in my collection for the fall of 2016. At number 2, this fragrance happens to be arguably my favorite flanker from the house. And I'm talking about one of the best gourmand houses in the designer game. And of course, I'm talking about Thierry Mugler. And this is none other than Pure Creation 2013. Very boozy, with a beautiful coffee note in here, and they added some dried fruits. I actually prefer this nowadays, over the past 3 years or so, over pure malt, hence the fact that this is so high up on my list. Otherwise, pure malt would have been here. For the cold days, this thing cuts the cold like a knife, and it's an amazing compliment garner. I can't emphasize enough of how much I love this fragrance for unsolicited compliment. At number 2 for my fall 2016 designers. At number 1 for my designer 2016 fall is a true gentleman classic kind of fragrance. Now this fragrance here reminds me of Drakkar Noir, but this is a lot more smoother, a lot more refined. And of course, I'm talking about the House of Chanel. And if you follow my channel and my taste, you know that I'm talking about the amazing Antaeus pour Homme. This is a beautiful fragrance. I believe it was released in 1981, if I'm not mistaken. And it's such a true gentleman's elixir. This is very manly. It's smoky, it's leathery, it's a little bit animalic, even a little bit rugged, but in a good way. It's definitely a great fragrance. When I have the, urge to smell more traditional, more classic, this is my go-to guy. That it's definitely my most wearable fragrance in the fall in my rotation. Antaeus pour Homme. Another beautiful composition by Jack Polge, and again, another that is not for the faint of heart. If you want some hair on your chest, grab this guy. Definitely a great fragrance for a true gentleman. Before I part away, I want to leave you guys with a little bonus feature. So with this video, I know a lot of you guys have personal messaged me on Facebook or emailing me for coupons. So I have a coupon, a fall special, if you will, from beautyspin.com. I haven't done one of these in a long time, so I figure I'm going to extend some goodies your way. Beautyspin reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to give you guys a coupon, so here it is. It's basically max 6. You're going to get an additional 6% off, already amazing prices at checkout. So this is only good until September 19th of this year. So you have a week's time. Enjoy it. My gift to you. So these were my top 10 designer picks for the fall. I'd love to know the fragrance that you guys are rocking at this time. So please comment down below. Let me know what your top 5 or top 10 or even top 3 fall fragrances are designer for 2016. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a link below of these fragrances, so if you guys are inclined to try them, if you want to, get a bottle, I'm going to have the links down below where you can find them. This was your host, Max Forte. Till next time, peace.